In a stunning twist, Adam Schefter has ignited the rumor mill with news that an A.J. Brown trade is tracking to happen after June 1st, sending shockwaves through the Philadelphia Eagles fanbase. This development raises immediate questions about the future of the team's receiving core, especially with the potential absence of their longtime WR1 as they kick off the new season. It's a moment that could redefine the Eagles' strategy heading into the 2026 NFL Draft. The speculation surrounding A.J. Brown's future has suddenly put the spotlight back on Howie Roseman's recent decision to trade for Dontavian Wicks. This move now appears to be not just a gamble, but a strategic play to secure a top-tier wide receiver prospect in the upcoming draft. The implications of this trade ripple far beyond the present, as the Eagles may be forced to look ahead to 2027 for compensation due to Brown's cap hit. It's a delicate balancing act that could have major ramifications for the team's ability to compete in the near future. On ESPN's NFL Draft Daily, Mel Kiper Jr. weighed in on this evolving situation, providing insight into how the Eagles should approach their first-round pick in 2026. With the potential fallout from a Brown deal looming, Kiper suggested that the Eagles may want to focus on strengthening their roster in two key areas: the trenches and the wide receiver position. Kiper highlighted the Eagles' need for a young and athletic offensive lineman, pointing to Blake Miller from Clemson as a name to watch. Howie Roseman, he likes to go in the trenches, Kiper noted, emphasizing the importance of solidifying the offensive line as they transition to a new blocking scheme. Miller, a right tackle with extensive experience, could provide the versatility and durability that the Eagles are looking for. His athleticism and length make him a prime candidate for the Eagles to consider at pick 23. On the wide receiver front, Kiper mentioned Denzel Boston out of Washington as another name that could fit the Eagles' needs. Boston's impressive catch radius and refined route running skills would be a welcome addition to a receiving core that could be undergoing significant changes. However, there's a caveat. With his rising stock, Boston may end up off the board before the Eagles get their chance to draft him, potentially landing with teams like the Los Angeles Chargers or the Pittsburgh Steelers. As fans, we must consider what Howie Roseman's strategy should become draft day. Should he play it safe and secure a lineman like Miller, or take a calculated risk on a playmaker like Boston? The Eagles have a rich history of making bold moves, and this situation is no different. It's clear that the front office is on the clock to make decisions that will shape the future of this franchise. With the draft approaching, the anticipation is palpable. The Eagles are at a crossroads, and how they navigate the complexities of this situation will define not just the immediate season, but the trajectory of the team for years to come. What are your thoughts, Eagles fans? Where are you watching from? And how do you feel about the potential for an A.J. Brown trade? Let's dive deeper into the next segment, where we'll explore more about the team's draft strategy and other emerging news that could impact the Eagles' future. As we dive deeper into the narrative surrounding Tony Romo, let's dissect his legacy and how it casts a long shadow over the NFL, especially for the Dallas Cowboys. Today marks what would have been Romo's 46th birthday, and while some fans might celebrate, others might still grapple with the mixed emotions that his career elicits. A four-time Pro Bowler, Romo is remembered as the single-season passing leader for the Cowboys, a title that, while impressive, also represents the weight of unfulfilled expectations. Romo's journey began as an undrafted free agent in 2004, a path that many have taken but few have turned into such a notable career. His ascent to the starting quarterback position came in 2006, stepping in for the injured Drew Bledsoe and quickly showcasing his talent. With a record of 6-4 that season, he racked up nearly 2,900 passing yards and tossed 19 touchdowns, earning his first Pro Bowl selection and giving fans a glimpse of the potential he possessed. However, for all his accomplishments, the defining moment of Romo's career may very well be his blunder in the 2007 wild-card game against the Seattle Seahawks. That fateful moment, failing to secure a snap on a crucial field goal attempt, haunted him and the Cowboys fan base. It encapsulated the larger narrative of Romo's career, impressive statistics paired with a knack for faltering in crucial moments. Despite consistently surpassing 4,000 passing yards and 30 touchdowns in multiple seasons, the reality remains stark. Romo never won more than one game in a single postseason. This brings us to a critical juncture in our analysis. The talent was undeniably there, Yet the inability to convert that talent into postseason success has led to ongoing debates. Was he a victim of circumstance, or did he simply lack the mental fortitude required for the playoffs? The whispers of regret echo among fans, as many still wonder what could have been had Romo been able to deliver in those pivotal moments. Injuries plagued Romo's later years, and after a significant back injury in 2016, he lost his starting job to Dak Prescott. An unfortunate twist for a player who had already faced so much adversity. The decision to retire after that season was bittersweet, closing the chapter on a career filled with both brilliance and disappointment. Now, let's pivot briefly to a fun challenge. Romo's 4,903 passing yards in 2012 stand as a single-season record for the Cowboys. It prompts an intriguing question for the fans. Can you name the single-season passing leaders for every NFL franchise? It's a quiz that not only tests your knowledge, but also stirs up memories of some of the league's greatest quarterbacks. As we reflect on Romo's impact, it becomes evident that he remains a polarizing figure among Cowboys supporters. For some, he embodies a heartbreaking what could have been. For others, he is a symbol of undying loyalty and skill. Where do you stand? Are you celebrating his achievements today, or do you feel the sting of those missed opportunities? Let's move on and explore what's next in the evolving landscape of the NFL. C.J. Stroud is facing a pivotal moment in his career, and the Houston Texans are making a bold statement by exercising his fifth-year option. After a season that tested his resilience, where he grappled with career lows in both passing yards and touchdowns, partially due to a concussion that sidelined him for 3 games, Stroud remains firmly in the Texans' plans. This decision signals the team's commitment to their franchise quarterback, despite the ups and downs of his young career. Stroud's rookie season back in 2023 was a dazzling showcase of talent, where he burst onto the scene with over 4,100 yards and 23 touchdowns against just 5 interceptions, earning the coveted Offensive Rookie of the Year honors. That kind of production is hard to ignore, and it laid the groundwork for the hope that Texans fans had for their future. However, the subsequent seasons have not been as kind to him. Despite leading the team to the playoffs in each of his first 2 years, the Texans have consistently fallen short, unable to advance past the AFC divisional round. The 2026 playoff game against the Patriots was particularly brutal, with Stroud throwing 4 interceptions in a disappointing 28-16 defeat. This raises questions about his development and the Texans' ability to build a winning culture around him. The franchise seems unwavering in their support, but will it pay off? As fans, we need to consider whether Stroud can overcome his playoff struggles and elevate his game to new heights. It's a make-or-break situation for him, and the pressure is mounting. Now, let's turn to the trivia. Be sure to comment below on where you're watching from and share your thoughts on Stroud's future. Stroud has become just the 3rd quarterback in Texans history to surpass 4,000 yards in a single season. Given that accomplishment, can you name the most recent 4,000-yard passer for each NFL franchise? Challenge yourself and see how well you know the league. As we wrap up this segment, it's clear that the Texans are all in on Stroud, a gamble that could define their next chapter. Whether he can turn the tide in the playoffs remains to be seen, but one thing is for sure, the spotlight will be on him. And as passionate supporters of the Philadelphia Eagles, we know a thing or two about the weight of expectations on a franchise quarterback. So what do you think? Is Stroud the answer for the Texans? Or will the pressure prove too much as he continues to navigate his career? Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and leave your comments below about Stroud and the Texans. Your insights are invaluable as we follow the twists and turns of the NFL season.